Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. It's Tuesday and the 22nd. It's been a nice, sunny, albeit breezy day in the neighborhood, and actually, that's going to be what we're going to see more of for the next couple of days. Cold front's gone, showers are gone, sun and winds, though, for the next couple of days, and then clouds and showers right around the time your weekend rolls into town as well. Another update, of course, on your weather as the forecast has changed from 24 hours ago, forthcoming in just a few moments. Johnson County indictments also included among those a Sagersville woman, a couple of auto accidents earlier today. It looked worse than what they were, actually, glad to report. It's Halloween, or at least it's getting very close to Halloween. And this is the last Saturday before Halloween. That's when all the downtown festivities in Sagersville are set. We'll have someone tell you what they are and when they are in just a few moments. I'm still working on our wonderful bridge story from over the course of the weekend, the dedication to the Whit brothers. I also have possibly some Sagersville City Council coverage and a few other stories, a lot of other stories that I'm going to try to work into the program tonight. But that's just where we're headed as for right now. We just learned that David Doherty, former administrative law judge, David Doherty, of course, was at the center of the Eric C. Kahn case, died over the course of the weekend in federal custody. He died at the age of 83 on Saturday, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. He was in a Lexington area medical facility. It was there, of course, that he was taken while serving a 4-year sentence for pleading guilty to taking over $600,000 in bribes from Kahn to approve Kahn's cases. And, of course, Kahn's case itself, some $600 million in Social Security fraud. And that number still being adjusted, I think. Nevertheless, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, we would have seen Doherty, or Doherty would have seen his release on Valentine's Day if it went as set of next year. However, he passed away again Saturday, again at the age of 83 in federal custody. We have a lot of volunteer firemen out there, fortunately. A lot of local fire departments in the counties that, of course, we live and cover. And there's something new to add to the Firefighting Association of Kentucky. At the request of Kentucky's 3 primary firefighting associations, Governor Bevin today has issued an executive order that abolishes the former Commission on Fire Protection Personnel Standards and Education. In doing so, it recreates it with new membership requirements as the Kentucky Fire Commission. The membership changes involve replacing former firefighter roles, which previously did not include any training or experience requirements, with roles that require future appointees to possess a minimum of 400 hours of training for career firefighters and 150 hours of training for volunteer firefighters, including 5 years of experience in the fire services. Prior firefighter members were appointed by the governor without a nomination process, but this reorganization requires the Kentucky Firefighters Association, the Kentucky Professional Firefighters Association, and the Kentucky Association of Fire Chiefs to submit nominations for career and volunteer firefighter members to the governor. Also, for the purposes of improved expertise and collaboration, the presidents of those associations will serve on the Fire Commission as non-voting advisors. Other changes involve the elimination of a trustee position on the commission, as well as replacing a Division of Emergency Management role with the Director of Homeland Security. Operationally, nothing will change for the Kentucky Fire Commission, as this executive order affects board membership only. A couple of auto accidents to report, one of which we have some accompanying steel frames, but 2, fortunately, non-injury accidents for the most part. One person was taken to the hospital for minor injuries from this single vehicle crash, and a 3-car crash happened later on in the afternoon in McGoffin County. This was the first crash, and rain-slicking roads may have been at least one contributing factor, but it happened earlier this morning on 460 West. A woman traveling through McGoffin County, I do not believe from here, lost control of her vehicle, I think on the Sagersville side of the Bear Branch Hill. It was there that she went into the ditch. The vehicle went up onto the embankment and overturned. She was out of the vehicle upon arrival of emergency personnel, but was assessed on scene by EMS and transported to an area hospital via ambulance for what was considered to be non-life-threatening injuries. I don't have any photographs in studio as of yet of what was at least a 3-car crash on Route 114 at the end of the stretch there at Trojan Powder Road. But I'm told that one passenger car was making a right-hand turn, possibly onto Trojan Powder, when a gray truck hit it in the rear. There was also another white truck that struck that truck as well, involving a total of 3 vehicles, but we're told that all individuals refused medical treatment on scene. What was considered to be non-injury collision. It can be one of the hardest parts of being a parent. You can beg them, bribe them, hold them down and try to force them, and sometimes you still can't get them to take their medicine. Well, problem solved at Parkway Pharmacy with Flavor X. Let your kids customize their medicine with some of the best flavors that really do taste great, and it's totally free with your child's prescription at Parkway Pharmacy. So stop the suffering, theirs and yours, for free, and get your Flavor X flavored medicines at Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Salyersville. 349-8785. Right now, for pennies on the dollar, a huge selection of like-new laptop computers, a fresh stock of video games, the Cadillac of dog tracking and training systems, new hunting rifles, accessories, and ammo. And they always stock, buy, sell, and pawn gold and silver coins and jewelry with a new selection just in at Parkway Gun and Pawn in Salyersville, 349 Pawn.
Car wrecks, truck wreck, disability, workers' comp, slip and fall, wrongful death. Your case matters to you.
Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
Several Johnson County indictments to report. Those indictments coming out late last week. Those indictments also including several Johnson Countyans and at least one person from Salyersville. 59-year-old Patty L. Hitchcock of Paintsville was indicted on a count of burglary in the 3rd degree. Authorities say that on or around September the 10th, she went into the Paintsville Walmart with the intent to steal, having been banned, and knowingly so, from the premises before for prior thefts. Skylar South of Hillsboro, Ohio, was indicted for receiving stolen property under $10,000 and failure to wear his seatbelt. He was stopped and found in possession of a stolen 2006 Honda Accord, the car stolen from the state of Ohio. Dustin Allen, a.k.a. Dustin Rose of Elkhorn City, is facing complicity charges of criminal abuse in the 2nd degree for wantonly abusing or permitting a person to be abused of whom he had custody, causing serious physical injury. That person only identified as being a victim under the age of 12. No other details were available, except that we can add the person that he was said to be complicit with was Frankie Allen, we believe brothers, also indicted on a single count of criminal abuse in the 2nd degree for the same offenses involving the same victim under the age of 12. Timothy Hall of Paintsville was indicted for assault in the 2nd degree and being a persistent felony offender. He's said to have intentionally assaulted a Paintsville man, causing serious physical injury. He also has at least one prior felony conviction on his record, resulting in the PFO charge. A Salyersville woman, Delana J. Ratliff, was indicted said to have been in complicity with another individual for being in possession of several grams of methamphetamine. Authorities testifying before the grand jury say that on or around August the 14th of this year, Ratliff was said to have been in possession of 28.3 grams of methamphetamine, $101 in cash, as well as a set of digital scales and plastic baggies, all with the intent to traffic in the methamphetamine. The man that she was complicit with is said to be Jamie R. Curtis of Flat Gap, who is also facing a charge of trafficking in a controlled substance for the nearly 30 grams of methamphetamine. But with one or at least one prior felony conviction on his record, he was indicted for being a persistent felony offender, which will increase, of course, potential jail time dramatically, improper turn or drive, and reckless driving. These individuals face possession of a controlled substance, Class D felony charges. Tyler Tromley of Paintsville for being in possession of methamphetamine, Sean Antis of Georgetown, possession of heroin, as well as drug paraphernalia for being in possession of digital scales, baggies, and a torch. Facing the same charges are also another Georgetown man identified as Josh Wilson, who was charged with complicity charges alongside Antis for being in possession of the same heroin and drug paraphernalia. While Christopher Hall of Paintsville was indicted on possession of a controlled substance in the first for methamphetamine, and he also was indicted on paraphernalia charges for being in possession of an altered straw and being under the influence of the same drugs. And Chad Payton was also indicted for possession of methamphetamine and public intoxication, excluding alcohol. While these individuals were named in a number of indictments for flagrant non-support, Jeremy R. Hamilton of Whittensville for being in arrears of more than $6,600, Adam Weddington of Oil Springs for being in arrears and child support of more than $8,700, Tia A. Durham, said to have been in arrears of more than $24,000, Durham from Chester, Virginia, Jeremy Marcellet of Combs Drive in arrears of more than $11,000, William B. Hall of Louisa, indicted for flagrant non-support as well, more than $3,200, and Stephen McQueen of Van Leer, indicted for flagrant non-support for being in arrears of more than $2,900. There were two other indictments also included in that round, both for the same individual, both naming a Strasa D. Music of Staffordsville. One indictment for possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and theft by unlawful taking, shoplifting. She was found to be in possession of methamphetamine and paraphernalia and more than $200 in goods that she had just shoplifted from the Paintsville Walmart on or around September the 17th. While on the same date, she was also, upon being booked into the Big Sandy Jail, found to have been in possession of several doses of hydrocodone, of which she was trying to smuggle into the detention center, and thus charged with promoting contraband in the first degree. I'll be right back. You're going to absolutely fall in love with all the new arrivals at the seasonal shop, from all the autumn colors and styles in ladies' designs, shoes and accessories, Charlie Page, Mud Pie, you know the name brands, to jewelry, Simply Southern, Natural Life, caps, cups, and more, to rooms of home decor. And all you'll need to decorate for the fall and Halloween seasons, plus everything from coffees to candles, but hurry, because everything Christmas is already arriving daily and will be out soon, and fall will be gone before you know it. At Frazier's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Whether it's diabetes, arthritis, or injury causing you foot and ankle problems, or excruciating pain in your heel that's often easily treatable, Dr. Cheryl Cheney has over 21 years in group and private practice as one of the region's leading podiatrists, and she's now practicing right here in Sayersville. Dr. Cheryl Stalder Cheney is now seeing new patients, young and old, at Hope Family Podiatry Center in Sayersville, just next to the Lee's Famous Recipe. Call for an appointment today. We have finally done it. After years and years of extensive testing, we not only invented the chicken sandwich, we have perfected the chicken sandwich. Come and try it and love it with a big, famous dipped breast strip, pickles and mayonnaise, or however you like it fixed. And if you like, make it a double. Just make your way to Lee's to get it, and grab a cookie while you're there. at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe, where even our ice is famous. At Sayersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sayersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sayersville National. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by for huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. Before we get to your calendar and a few other, at least I believe one, Halloween-related events, this Saturday is the last weekend before Halloween. That's hard to even say and admit, to be perfectly honest. Nevertheless, it is. And the annual event that's only grown each year is set for this Saturday in downtown Sayersville. It's a frightfully fun evening that they have been building on each and every year. There's going to be concessions this year, a little more dancing, a lot more fright, and a lot more fun.
Saturday night, we're going to have our Spooktacular downtown Sayersville. We're going to block the streets off, and again, as usual, the Renaissance is going to have their Ghost Walk starting around 6:30, and then probably around 8:30ish, we'll have the Thriller, Ghostbuster dancing. All the dance teams will come in, and on the street they'll be doing their dances to all the spooky things that happens on Halloween, all the songs, and should be a great night.
And that night for the Sayersville Renaissance on Main Halloween event is this Saturday night, the 26th. It will start at 6:30 at the Sayersville Renaissance building. Of course, it's just a couple of doors down from the Sayersville Independent offices. There will be, by the way, kids and moms and dads and fams, crafts and snacks, the Haunted Ghost Walk, which is always fun and popular. There's going to be free popcorn. There's going to be a street dance. Of course, that is the Holland-McGoffin County High School dance team and the Dance Jam Clinic participants from this week performing, I think, Monster Mash, Somebody's Watching Me, Ghostbusters, Thriller, of course, which they're inviting everyone to be a part of if you want. And, of course, Michael Jackson might make an appearance. Also, some concessions available in the City Hall parking lot as well. Also, Miss McGoffin, the Rainbow Girls, and Sayersville on Main, all assisting with all of this.
Yeah, I'd really like to thank Andrea Parsons and the art department at McGoffin County High School. If you'll come downtown, we've put pumpkins out. They painted about 40 pumpkins for us this year, and they're great. The kids use their imagination. They painted what they wanted to on the pumpkins, and we've got them out now. The rain kind of done a little damage to a couple of them, but they still look great, fantastic. We really want to appreciate them for getting involved with the city and trying to make the city look great for Halloween.
And with that, here's the rest of your McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. A reminder, ladies, that the Chosen for a Purpose Value of Committee Ladies Conference is going to be held here in Sayersville Saturday morning starting at 10 at the Church of God of the Union Assembly. That's by the Board of Education off of Route 7. The conference will start at 10, go to 1. Lunch will be served immediately following. All ladies are cordially invited to attend. If you have any questions, call Joanne McCarty at 793-2775. This just in. The 6th Annual Veterans Appreciation Lunch, hosted by the Appalachian Hospice Care Veterans Committee, is set for Halloween. That's next Thursday, 11 till 2, to honor veterans in counties of Floyd, Johnson, McGoffin, Martin, and Pike. Free to veterans and your one guest. It's a fish fry and a barbecue at the Stumbo Wilkinson Center at the Jenny Wiley State Park. If you're interested in attending or need transportation assistance, call 789-3841. There will also be a professional photographer there taking individual and group photos, so feel free to wear your uniform, veterans, or perhaps a hat to indicate what branch you served. And bring some old photos to share if you have them. Don't forget the 3rd Annual Creepy Creek Haunted House is this weekend, starting at 8 Friday and Saturday night over at the Middle Creek Fire Department. It's the last weekend before Halloween, so it's the last weekend for the haunted house. And the Pink Carpet Affair Luncheon is this Thursday, day after tomorrow at 11. Breast cancer survivors, you are the VIPs. They hope that you'll be there at the McGoffin County Extension Service. And we hope you use our calendar any chance you get to tell someone happy birthday, happy anniversary, or to share your organization's announcement. Going on to funeral service announcements for this evening. 56-year-old Danny Wages of Left Hand Fork of Johnson passed away on the 16th, the son of the late Denzel and Mary Wages Holleran. He survived by sisters Terry Norman and Sandra Holbrook. Visitation will be after noon this Friday, and services will begin that evening at 7 at the Sagersville Funeral Home. And arrangements still incomplete at this time in honor of 69-year-old Mary Wilma Patrick of Sagersville, who passed away yesterday, preceded in death by her husband Jim Randall. Arrangements to be announced by the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Well, we have a lot more news to get to, and it's just been a lot to get to, to be quite honest. Sagersville City Council coverage from, I guess it was last night. Also, our special bridge dedication still in edit. It's a great story, taking a little bit of extra time with that, as well as a host of other news and information that we'll get to starting when I see you back here next time. For now, let's wrap it up with your Licking Valley RACC Outlook. The rain is done. The front is gone. We have sun and wind to factor into your forecast now for a couple of days before those clouds and showers return. But the rain looks to be making its way back into the area for the weekend, maybe late Friday night, Saturday, part of your Sunday. Let's take our time getting to that because what's in between is really nice. A breezy, cooler low of 37 degrees tonight as we get back into the 30s. Mostly clear skies and that wind out of the west at anywhere from 7 to 17 mile per hour gusts at times. And those winds aren't going anywhere, even though the clouds are gone, or for the most part, and showers are gone. Winds not. 5 to 18 miles per hour for your Wednesday, coming out of the west, southwest, and more southerly. By the time Wednesday night rolls around, and then by Wednesday night, showers will start to wane down to 5 and then 0 finally, and then they're finally gone. Tomorrow, 63 and sunny, but a breezy, albeit beautiful, clear Wednesday. Temperatures will get close to 70 on your Thursday. Pretty much just sunny and a few clouds at night. We'll call it partly cloudy. 69 and 43, a really nice Thursday. I think clouds will start to roll in on Friday without a doubt, and maybe early as well. Mostly cloudy skies across the board, and we'll say a 20% chance of showers, maybe late Friday night, increasing to a 40% chance and 50% chance by the time Saturday rolls around. Saturday's not going to be a washout, but we will see shower chances. They're still looking at Friday, 64 and 45, mostly cloudy, and like I said, that 20% chance of some showers. That's pretty much Friday night, and then switching on over into Saturday through Tuesday, we do have that 40 to 50% chance Saturday. I think temperatures still in the low 60s, mid to upper 40s, and then Sunday, the sun does return, but we also have a 40% chance of some showers pretty much across the board Sunday into Sunday night with a little sunshine at least. Shower chances hang on into your Monday to the tune of 20% with some sunshine and 67 degrees. Tuesday, that next system that gives us those shower chances should be gone, and we should be dry and partly sunny and in the mid-60 range by Tuesday. And I'm hoping for a little bit of a dry pattern for a couple of days thereafter. That's next Tuesday, so we'll have to wait and see. That's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of the show. Good night.